Good evening, everyone. So every month, whether we're online doing Zoom or whether we have a meeting here, we have we ask people to bring in things from their garden, and we would invite you to do the same. And just if you're a new member or newish and you feel a little intimidated by this with the whole thing of writing down the family and all of that, so don't be intimidated. I have to tell you, at one of my first meetings that I ever attended when I was a teenager, back when dinosaurs ruled the earth, someone had brought in Gaillardia, and the person doing the talk just stopped and looked at it and said, "I'm so charmed to see that somebody brought in a Gaillardia. This is such a serviceable plant," and then went on to explain it, and I was like, oh, they're cool about plant all plants. It doesn't have to be really fancy, so I just thought it was kind of wonderful. Okay, so we have a nice bouquet here of woolly blue curls. It's all native stuff. Bladder pod and our native sunflower. Nice combo here. And one of the sunflower will grow almost anywhere. The bladder pod will grow almost anywhere if you get it established nicely. The woolly blue curls, I jokingly always say that if I bought one, I could drive it home and just show it my garden and it would die just to get it over with. I'm on clay soil. You can't. You have to have good drainage. But it's really worth it if you do. It's such a beautiful thing.
So all of those without a drop of water?
No water.
No water.
So once established, no water, out in the valley and warm. Excellent, excellent. Just out of curiosity, are they anywhere near trees at all?
No.
Okay. There's some interesting things that happen when you plant on the sunny side near a tree because it draws up water, so it makes it even easier. There's a number of plants called ginger that are grown in the garden. This is probably one of the more common ones to landscape with. So this is Alpinia xeromet, and it's just called variegated shell ginger. And as far as I remember, I don't think there's any fragrance on this. No, it doesn't smell like it, at least right now. There's nothing. But this is, in a watered garden, this is a nice structural plant. And it's I think the only downside of it, there are a few things, is you need to keep it clean, and then you also need to keep it contained, which can get a little challenging in certain gardens. But nice structure and great color with the variegation, and particularly if you've got like mid-century modern architecture and things, these go really great with that. So kind of an old favorite. And this is a really cool one. And if you get a chance, come up here and take a look at this, because it's really cute. This is Eucalyptus macrocarpa. And it's not really a tree. It's a big sprawling shrub. It kind of does what it wants to, and it arches and twists and goes everywhere, but it has these incredible, beautiful big flowers and this wonderful silvery foliage. But if you come up here and take a look, it's actually slipping one of its caps right now. It's just about to come off with the flower just about to bloom. It's really pretty. So take a look at that. Kufia de Verity, and this plant is a hummingbird magnet when it's grown well, and can get really dense and about, who's growing this? It's Eric and Ann. How big is this at home? That's it? No, you haven't planted it yet?
We haven't planted it.
They can, in the right spot, they can get quite dense and make it's a nice plant. It gets really quite thick. So, and flowers extremely heavily all through the warm season. So it's a really great one. There's a mixed bouquet here of Grevillea moonlight. That's this white one. So that Grevillea is a large shrub, small tree, depending on how you prune it. Hummingbirds and bees like it. Unfortunately, squirrels also like it, and they will eat your flowers. Little stinkers. There's also coral vine, what's called coral vine in there. It's not really a vine, but a big sprawling shrub with coral-colored flowers. It's Racelia. Yeah. Racelia equisetiformis, or yeah, equisetiformis. And then there's also Aromophila.
Summertime blue.
Summertime blue, which Aromophila or emu bush, when they first started hitting the market here in the States, it was mostly the yellow ones. And lately we've been getting a lot of these different colored ones, and this is one of the nicer of the bluish or blue, purple, mauvey ones that I've seen.
It's
Some
a
of
little more lavender in here than it is. It's a little more blue. That's right.
Is it just these lights that are doing it, or?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's making it a little more.
So it's more
Your
blue
charm
than
is just emitting from you and changing the color.
You mean the flowers are falling off? Anyway, it's a really pretty, how big is this? You don't say. How big is it getting? Is it
I think it's the.
Aromophila?
Yeah, but we've had a similar ones that got 3 and 6 feet.
But as I said, nice color, and it's blooming a lot. Sometimes the blue ones, you only get a few flowers at a time. This has a lot of flowers on each state. So anyway, I want to thank you all for bringing plants in. And please, as I say, we have a lot of the same people bring in plants all the time. I'd like to see plants from other people's gardens and see what you guys are growing. So on the next meeting, which I think is a Zoom meeting, you can submit just photos, and even if you're having trouble finding information about it, you can ask us and we'll find it for you. So please submit your plants.
Yeah, if you go on our webpage, we have a plant forum page which has the requested information, and you can either try to submit it that way if the internet online thing doesn't work, which sometimes it doesn't. Then you can also just send us that